Hello everybody, what's up, and welcome back to the Starcraft 2 Ownage Shack. It's David here, of course, bringing you another Starcraft 2 commentary, and this is Game 2 in a best of 5 series played for the North American Amateur Star Leagues, a weekly Diamond and Masters Division tournament. And our players are, of course, ApBuLLet, the Green Zerg, here at the 6 o'clock position on llBeasTll, and he's going to be facing off once again against Beast, who's spawning once more as Zerg. He actually is a random player, and he's going to be at the 2 o'clock position on llBeasTll. Of course, they are playing on the same map, believe it or not. So anyways, it's interesting that Beast has now spawned as Zerg again. Quite unlikely there, 1 in 9 chance, I do believe. And I think actually, you know, Beast might be a little bit happy about that, because as we just saw, he beat his opponent, ApBuLLet, in the last game with Zerg versus Zerg, and maybe Zerg versus Zerg is his strongest matchup, I'm not quite sure, but basically what we saw was he really lost a ton of drones. However, he had made so many extra units over his opponent, who went for more drone heavy play, that he was able to just steamroll Bullet with massive amounts of roaches anyways and take the game, despite suffering severe economic losses. But anyways, this game, I guess we're going to have to see what happens. So far, we do see the same build, it looks like, from ApBuLLet. Going to be throwing his gas down first. Should see a pool right after that as his minerals accumulate. Looks like it's going to go right there. And as for Beast over here, looks like he is also throwing his extractor up first, then just getting his pool slightly thereafter. We can see they're almost completely on par in the pool timing. However, Beast went for his extractor just a slight bit later, so maybe he will get speed a tiny bit later. Only time will tell. Depends if a Roach Warren is going to be gone for, maybe some early Baneling aggression. Zerg versus Zerg, there's so many different things you can do. Really, it's a very interesting mirror matchup. I think it's a very complicated mirror matchup too. Definitely, there's a bit of a learning curve, no doubt about that. So we see the spawning pool almost done as his scouting drone comes back home. And what's really going to be key is to see if Bullet keeps mining gas after he gets 100 for that metabolic boost upgrade. If we see more gas, he's definitely going for roaches or banelings. And will he do it? Yep, he's going to keep mining. There goes the Roach Horn right now. Meanwhile, Beast looks like he's still mining too, but he has not yet reached 100. Will he stop mining? Looks like he will, so possibly going to be seeing more Speedling heavy play here as the metabolic boost upgrade is starting to be researched. That does take quite a bit of time to complete though, 110 seconds, which is more than an expansion. So, meanwhile, nothing too busy going on. We see 2 Zerglings coming out for Beast, another 4 on the way, whereas it looks like his opponent, Bullet, seems to be a little bit more confident in going for drones. If we look at the units tab, we do see Bullet is slightly ahead on the drone count with 1 extra drone over his opponent, most likely because he did not pump out those early Zerglings. Of course, we do not see Metabolic Boost being upgraded at this point, so I really think it's definitely going to be more Roach heavy play. And it looks like we have an expansion going down for Beast right now. So he's definitely committing to a longer game right now. Of course, he knows where the opponent has spawned, as we can see on the minimap there. But will he be able to defend this? That's the question, because of course his opponent Bullet has not yet thrown down an Expo, and if he goes for a 1-base all-in, which it looks like he might as 5 roaches are now coming out, it could be pretty devastating against this fast expand build. Now, we do see a Roach Warren for Beast coming down too. So if he can get his roaches out in time, maybe it won't be so bad. Also remember, Beast has the metabolic boost upgrade just about complete, so that should really help. It'll give his Zerglings a huge advantage, as look at them, their little wings sprout out of their backs. They will easily be able to take out the slower Zerglings of Bullet, and also get a nice surround on the roaches here. Looks like Bullet is going to be preventing a Speedling run by, very important there. Just in the nick of time too, as the Zerglings of Beast do come in to try and test the front. But Beast, being a great Masters League player, he's going to pull back just at the last second to avoid taking any more damage than necessary. So we do see the expansion is almost complete, and meanwhile we have a lair starting for Bullet, as well as 2 gas. If I didn't know any better, I would have to say this is going to be a 1-base Mutalisk play. Really, with roaches, you do not need 2 gas like this mining constantly, and of course the lair definitely points in that direction. Now, also, of course, a lair will allow him to get that roach speed upgrade, but still, Mutalisk definitely could be a possibility. Looks like the Spire is going to be going down right there. I don't know. Actually, you know what? Is this Overlord going to scout that? Oh, it could be very close here, and if he scouts this Spire, I think that would be very, very bad for llBeasTll. It looks like Beast will spot the Spire. Very unfortunate there, actually. Wow, that tech switch is going to be completely countered, I think. We should probably expect an evolution chamber going up to throw out some spore crawlers to defend those mutas. But yeah, really unfortunate. Maybe if the Spire had been placed in a location more along these lines, it could have not been scouted so easily. So, little unfortunate, and there we go. Yep, we do have an evolution chamber going down right beside the spawning pool for Beast, so he is fully prepared for what's coming right now. But at the same time, we have an Overseer coming in, going to be checking out what's going on here, contaminating the hatchery, just do a little bit of contamination harass, always a good thing to do. If we look at the Units tab, we see that ApBuLLet is a little bit behind Beast at the moment, of course. Beast running off of 2 bases, whereas llBeasTll still only has 1. And we do have the lair now going up for Beast. Looks like contamination does not actually affect the lair upgrading, though. So that's always a good thing, I suppose. Now, of course, being on close positions here, should probably expect an attack very soon from llBeasTll, because he is only on 1 base. Actually, you know, never mind, just as I say that, looks like he's going to be queuing up an expansion there. Will he put it down? Yes, he does. There it goes. So he's going to actually be trying to play some catch-up here. Now, the Mutalisks are just about out, and he's only made 3 of them. Meanwhile, we see 1 Spore Crawler is at the natural, with another one coming, and we have a total of 4 at the main? No, 3 at the main, and oh wait, no, indeed 4 at the main. Actually, you know what? Because there are only 3 mutas, that is definitely overkill. That might actually cost Beast quite a bit. Throwing up 6 Spore Crawlers like that, that could have been 6 extra drones, so that's really going to hurt his economy. And of course, they cost a lot of minerals, 75 minerals each. That could have been a ton of units. We do have a Hydralisk Den now coming out for Beast. But the problem is that it looks like 3 mutas is all that llBeasTll was going for in the first place. Now, they won't be able to do much damage, but still, it looks like llBeasTll is now going into more roach-heavy play as we have massive amounts of roaches coming out. He's getting the glial reconstitution, so he's really going to want to go into roaches now. And the Hydra's coming out, they just might be a little too late, I think. I'd given the advantage to Beast for scouting that early Spire, but you know what? I have to give the advantage to llBeasTll now just because of the tech switch that came at such a random time. Meanwhile, we do see more just random scouts wandering around the map. Wow, this Overseer is just being relentless, and he actually, oh, he just manages to escape? Does he? Yes, he does. So, really, llBeasTll's being very, very good with his units, making sure that they all live like that. 9 roaches coming out now for llBeasTll, and he is just pulling way ahead in supply. Look at that, 87 to 68. So he's 20 supply ahead at this point, and he's still pumping out more roaches. So his army count, I think his army value, yeah, look at that. It's way ahead of Beast at this point. I really think that is because of all the teching that Beast has done here. Hydralisk Den, and of course all the Spore Crawlers really didn't help. And now here comes a massive push from llBeasTll. Tons of roaches are pushing out across the map towards the vulnerable base of Beast. His Hydras aren't out yet, and this is the perfect timing window to attack. There are so many roaches here, I do not think Beast will be able to withstand this. The Spine Crawler is doing quite a bit of damage, already racked up 2 kills, but then it goes down to a big volley of acid from llBeasTll's roaches, and wow, what a way to win. A decisive timing push forces Beast to GG, as he claims he never loses Zerg versus Zerg. So he must really be happy with this matchup, but definitely not today, as he just loses Game 2 of this best of 5 series. So that's great. It looks like the series is going to be tied up 1-1, and Game 3, of course, should be coming up very shortly. Please follow the link to see it. Thanks a lot, guys.